recent months, Indonesia has witnessed alarming rise in juvenile delinquency, prompting community leaders to rally for action. Local authorities reported an increase in incidents ranging from vandalism to drug-related offenses among teenagers. Law enforcement attribute this spike to an increase in unsupervised social media interaction, which contribute to cyberbullying and online conflict that spill over into real-world altercation. Drug abuse also remains a prevalent problem, reflecting the broader challenge teens face in dealing with peer pressure. Community leaders are sounding the alarm and calling for a collaborative approach to address the root causes. Schools are revisiting prevention programs, placing renewed emphasis on anti-bullying initiatives and increasing education around the consequences of substance abuse.
Non-profit organizations and local businesses are going further by providing after-school programs, mentorship opportunities, and job training to offer positive alternatives for at-risk youth. The city government is considering increased investment in recreational facilities and community centers to create safe space for youth. Parents are also encouraged to engage in open communication with their children and seek support from available resources. As communities come together to tackle juvenile delinquency, multifaceted strategies are emerging, emphasizing education, prevention, and community engagement to guide the next generation towards a brighter and more promising future. Common examples of juvenile delinquency include vandalism, theft, drug abuse, truancy, and involvement in physical altercations. These behaviors often stem from various factors such as peer pressure, family issues, or socio-economic challenges. Addressing these issues early on is crucial to preventing the cycle of delinquency and guiding young people in a positive direction.
My name is Mr. I'm Genesis Bian from Informatics. Can I interview you about student delinquency?
Sure, you can do that, no problem.
For that, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Johannes Eka Priyatna. I am from Informatic Department, and in this semester I did some subject related to introduction to computer programming and some other related subjects.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Eka. Thank you for taking the time for this interview. I really appreciate this opportunity to discuss a relevant topic, namely juvenile delinquency. Okay, first question. What is your opinion regarding juvenile delinquency in this digital era, and what is its impact on education?
Yeah, actually, in digital era, there are some issues, especially those issues connected with the young generation. The main issues for me is about how to responsibly, how to be responsible in using the digital technology. For the young generation right now, accessing this technology is quite easy, quite familiar, because they have knowledge, they have tools, they also have issues, topics, and this technology also help the young generation to develop, to cultivate friendship and connection, to understanding books, to filtering information, and also temptation to use digital technology for committing crime such as for gambling and also for pornography and some other criminal activities like destroying data or hijacking data or even entering certain illegal site.
Second question, in your opinion, is there a special role that an academic involvement such as this campus can play in overcoming or preventing juvenile delinquency?
Yeah, the answer is not having or not such intention, but it is a must for any education institution, especially higher learning, such as Sanata Dharma, to take part and being responsible in helping students to manage their digital life responsibly. And campus or higher learning institution can do many kind of activities and also some educational program, starting from informing the student how to manage their life better, until providing some training or program to improve the student capability in managing their digital life. If it is possible, it is also a must for higher learning to provide program and training to improve student awareness using information and communication technology in a good manner, so that they can prepare their future better. I think we have some program like program in formasi cerdas humanis. There are some issues on digital technology using, and I think it is good and should be developed, and it would be even better if some initiative also come from student themselves. So student has a right, has an obligation to request in the faculty or study program to help them in managing their digital life and how to use digital technology optimally without forgetting the negative impact of this powerful technology. That's my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you again, Mr. for your time. You also will be very helpful for us in understanding the dynamic of juvenile delinquency and the role of higher education in overcoming life challenge.
Okay, thank you.
Perkenalkan, nama saya Mahendra dari Prodi Informatika. Kali ini saya akan mewawancarai teman saya tentang kenakalan remaja. Baik, bisa perkenalkan dirinya?
Nama saya Niko dari Prodi Psikologi dari Universitas Sanata Dharma.
Baik. Pertanyaan pertama, sebagai mahasiswa, apa ada kenakalan remaja yang terjadi di sekitarmu?
Ada, contohnya seperti balapan liar, seperti mabuk-mabukan dan banyak tawuran.
Oke. Pertanyaan kedua, apa ada teman sesama mahasiswa yang mengajakmu melakukan tindakan kenakalan dan apa responmu?
Ada respon saya untuk tidak memilih mengikuti hal tersebut. Alasannya karena saya punya prinsip untuk tidak mengikuti hal buruk seperti itu.
Baik, terima kasih atas jawabannya dan terima kasih telah meluangkan waktunya untuk diinterview ya. Ya, sekian terima kasih.
Okay, everyone. Hello again. My solution problem student delinquency. Self-skill development. For teenagers, they have to be active, engaged in skill development programs, whether academic, vocational, or extracurricular, to equip youth with essential tools for a positive future. Participation in this initiative should allow individuals to actively contribute to the collective efforts in preventing juvenile delinquency. Each person involvement should become a building block towards fostering a community where young people should thrive. Encouraging skills growth should empower adolescents to navigate challenges and make informed choices. Ultimately, it should lay the foundation for a more supportive and resilient environment. Okay.
As a college student, it is important that we actively encourage open communication between parents, guardians, and teens. We as students should recognize the need to create a space for non-judgmental dialogue, something that we have to prioritize to help overcome problems before they become more complicated. By communicating openly, we should contribute to creating a comfortable atmosphere from discussing feelings, hopes, and problems without the fear of judgment. Students have to take the initiative in actively creating opportunities for dialogue, as this can help prevent problems from escalating. By understanding and implementing the principle of non-judgmental communication, we can contribute to strengthening intergenerational relationship and should work toward preventing unnecessary conflict.
The problem of juvenile delinquency often occurs with this. You should be able to it by drawing closer to God, because that way teenagers can build a relationship with God. This can reduce the tendency to be involved in juvenile delinquency. Understanding religious norm and moral responsibility can form a more stable and responsible character, although not absolutely. But many people see spirituality as a positive guiding factor in facing life's challenge. Thank you.
For the problems that occur, we can avoid them by doing positive activities. By participating in positive activities, we can bring ourselves to be better. We should join positive activities together with friends or join the community. There are lots of positive activities that we can participate in, such as according to hobbies, sport, participating in religious activities, gathering with family or friend, and as long as the activities are positive and others. From there, we will get a lesson and the meaning of life that is very meaningful to us.
I think teenagers should have strong principle to avoid misbehaving. As students, we have to stick to good principle so we don't lose our way. The principle we believe in should be like pillar that keep us walking on the right path. We should hold on tight to those good principles so we don't easily slip into bad behavior. In the long way, the principles that guide us have to help us grow into better people. So, students really have to live by positive principle. This should keep young people like us away from wrongdoing.
There is no human being who is born perfect. Don't you regret it? Everything that happened we must have been gathered to our deal. As if this life be grateful for what is there. Life is a gift. Life is a gift. Keep living life. Do your best. Do your best.